All right, we're going to be doing where I was right, where I was wrong, because I make pregame videos based off of matches coming up ahead. I give the stats, I explain my predictions, so we're doing my right and wrongs, as well as a instant reaction to the matches today for the CDL. Let's get right into it. As you see right below me, I got my record, 6-4. This is my record for the split of my predictions so far. I've gotten 6 of the 4 matches so far done. Let's update that real quick as I go in. I was 3-0 today. Fortunately. That's 9-4. Let's go. Yeah, phase ultra. So we had three 3-0s, which turned out to be, I did the math. We got done at 4:25, so it was a 3-hour and 25-minute day of games. Oh, we have someone's got to do the stats and figure out if that's the quickest day of COD ever. But even though they were close, even though the end scores weren't close, this first match was close. There's a few close matches here, and it really could have been a longer day than it was. But let's go into the first one, FaZe Ravens. Let's see what I said real quick. It should be right.
We chalked for the Ravens. They're going to have to pull out 2 hard points and then somehow pull out the Game 5 S&D for this map to go. I do, however, expect this to be a 3-0 victory for Atlanta FaZe.
Next, boom. So I was right, baby. Let's look at the stats. The 3-0 victory. Simp started off a little slow. Still was influential. Still was the pimp. And Slasher did great. I mean, just all across the board, everyone did great. I'm kind of surprised with Paul, with ASIM's numbers being at .84. He was kind of going off. Paulix was really influential. It's just every week new players come up and are able to perform it because they're all just pro players. So, but really impressed by this match for the Ravens. I said early on, I said in my video this morning in my predictions that the Ravens are going to have to win those 2 hard points, and I think the Ravens actually have a chance to win a hard point if they do. And I was really excited to see them win because this one really came down to the wire. The Ravens had it at 220 to 230 to 200, but the FaZe were able to pull it back out, which sucks. Next up, Optic Texas versus Ultra. Now this one I definitely got wrong. Let's go look at this. 419. But I was somewhat
11.
close. So,
I just think it's going to be back and forth every map, except that control is going to be the difference maker for Toronto, as they will win the control, thus solidifying them as the winners of this map, with Hixie coming in, helping support them the whole way through.
So basically, from the stats, Optic were a far worse team than Ultra in control, even though it's hard to say because they have Ghosty, but Toronto has Hixie. So it's 2 different, 2 teams with 2 new players with 1 player each, and we don't know what they're going to perform like, but we saw it come through here, 3-0. As I said, I thought it was going to go back and forth. So I thought Toronto was going to win Ultra. I thought Ultra was going to win Hardpoint. Optic going to pull out this S&D, which they were up 5-2, guys, and they failed it. So this was the turning point match. We all say control is kind of like that turning point where this is the midway point. If you can get that, you can kind of get set up. But Optic was just chalked after that 5-2 lead blow. Shotzi was getting up in there. Dash was getting in there. Ghosty was just not having his day. Looking across the board, 15-22 there, negative on S&D. Look at the control. He was just straight up 14-14. I mean, it's hard to... I can imagine how difficult it'd be for Ghosty to have to come in and play for Optic in his very first time in the league. I mean, it's got to be really difficult. So let's give him a few more... let's give him a full another major and some qualifiers, see what's going on there. But... I thought this would be the swing mode, but Optic could have won this S&D, and then Ultra, and then this control could have been different. But so I was decently close. I thought I was gonna go Game 5, Ultra winning the last S&D. I thought they were gonna pull it out, but so I was right on my predictions. Kleenex and Scrappy was unbelievable. He is just a menace in terms of killing and being in the right position, understanding the flow of the map. and really the thing to mention for Optic in the end was, Ghosty was a little off, but I got to mention Dashy for the control. He's only 5 of 16. He costed pretty bad here in this control. Usually Dashy is a control menace. Like all of Vanguard, probably got to say easily the best control player. From what I've watched, he was always just super positive. But this time he just was not able to handle it. Okay, last up, we got Boston Breach LAG. Let's check out what I said here. 632. This is from this morning. I do these every. I'm gonna start doing these for every day of COD and get you some information. So let's see what I said for this game.
So looking to this map, I expect either a 3-0 or 3-1 for Boston, which rounds out my picks today, which is FaZe, Toronto, and Boston.
All right. So I said 3-0, 3-1. What'd I say? I'm trying to remember. I said Gorillas are going to be able to contest with them on hardpoint, but Boston are just better at every game mode. Statistically, they're just better at every game mode. So I thought it could be a 3-0, which is why I said it, and we saw it today. Boston were obviously the better team. Was not even close. Looking at the stats, all green except for Vivid. This is a very similar stat. I swear, every game, stats aren't everything, but every game, the winners, I swear, like there's 3 positive, and the losers like 1 positive. One person's trying to push them through. I don't know. Is our city's giving up? I don't know. It's just I feel like when you're in that mindset of, okay, I'm gonna go to a new team. I think we're kind of seeing this with Pred in Seattle. When you kind of get in the mindset of I'm gonna leave to a new team, you kind of put your old team on the back burner and you're like kind of forget about it. I think that's kind of happening with our cities here a little bit, maybe, just to try to get in the mindset of an athlete, the best athlete right here, our cities. I think that could be a contributor here. He's kind of got out of the LAG mindset. This also could be a problem of LAG is going to go out of business and they have to sell their spot or do something with it. So I don't know. It's interesting to see, but Beans was great. Awakening was my one player on this team who was like potential superstar or borderline superstar, can play like a superstar when he needs to. I think I gotta. If Nero continues to do stuff, like he's just so influential again. For me, like when you're an influential player, that's why I always bring that up, just because at the end of the day, you're being a positive KD isn't as big as when I watch you play, when you're playing the hard points. Sure, you're dying a few times, but if you're getting those plays that are getting your team set up, getting new, Nero does that. Nero is probably going to be a close borderline, and then Beans has been playing unbelievably too. He could eventually get to that point, which is scary which is good if you're a Boston fan, right? You've got the potential going. So let's real quick look at the standings before we go to tomorrow's schedule. And I'll make a video for tomorrow, but I just want to look at the schedule as well. I want to see where LAG is. Okay, yeah, LAG is bottom 4, missing champs at this point, only 50 points. Boston's at 100. Bottom 4 teams, yeah, all these make sense. Seattle on the verge of losing it if they can't pick things up. But I'm happy with my 9-4 record, dude. It's sick. Hopefully I can. Let's see what's tomorrow looking like, and see if I can get another 3 wins on my belt. Because I think unless Saturday it might actually be 4 games. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, it's up top. Okay, there is 4 games on Saturday. Yep. So, Subliners, Ultra, Surge, Thieves, Boston, Mutineers, Vegas, FaZe. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely going to get up to 11 wins. I might have 2 losses in the column because I think both of these could really go either way. That if Thieves lost to FaZe, I would feel much more confident in Surge. This could really be a toss-up based off what we saw from Surge. And then Subliners, Ultra. Ultra looks nasty today, like honestly nasty. Subliners are kind of getting back on it, so it's gonna be really interesting. Tomorrow I'll make my picks. I'll give you the stats of who's gonna win and why. And thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bless you.